As you watch our local on the 8s, we're getting more information on the Sierra snowpack and what that means each year for the trees and for the wildfire season.
Joining us now live via Skype is Professor Noah Molotch with University of Colorado at Boulder, also a research scientist for NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratories. Professor Molotch, thank you so much for your time. You know, this is all kind of technical, but really just kind of give us the gist of all of this new research.
Yeah, so effectively what we've done is looked at the greenness of how the forests conduct photosynthesis each spring and summer period, and related that to the amount of snow that we get each winter preceding that. And so we're effectively looking at Mother Nature's drip irrigation system, right, which is that snowpack in the western U.S., which is providing water for the forest throughout the growing season.
So is it really as simple as that? We're looking at a situation where it's similar to having that drip hose outside of your house, keeping the plants consistently watered?
It's exactly analogous to that, although there's one major difference, which is a critical difference, which is that your drip irrigation hose never runs out of water. But once the snowpack melts out and we don't have any snow left, then that drip irrigation system stops.
Now, how does the amount of snow we see in a season, we know it was poor last year, especially in the Sierras, how does that make a difference overall in just how green everything's going to be in the upcoming seasons?
Well, we've seen some pretty dramatic sensitivities in terms of how green the forest gets relative to sort of the average conditions. And so this past winter was one of the driest winters on record in the Sierra Nevada, whereas the winter just preceding that was actually one of the wettest years on record. And the difference in greenness, as we've observed from satellite, is really dramatic. And it's probably intuitive to most of your viewers, because if you think about this when you fly over the country in an airplane, you could see the same thing just with your naked eye looking out the window of an aircraft.
Is there anything that surprises you about this?
Well, what we were surprised by was a couple of things. One was the strength of the relationship between how much snow we get each winter and how green the forest gets each summer. The snowpack explains about 50% of the interannual variability in how green the forest gets each summer. So we knew that there would be some type of a relationship, but the strength of the relationship was really surprising.
And
the second thing, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I was just thinking about the health of these forests and going forward, you know, what does that mean? Which forests are at the highest risk, if you will?
Well, that's a great question, and that really nails the head on the second surprising finding that we had in this study, which was that the mid-elevation forests showed a much greater sensitivity to the amount of snow that we got each winter versus the higher elevation forests, which showed relative insensitivity to how much snow we got each winter. So the study really highlights that the mid-elevation forests are where the greatest sensitivity is, and that's also the location in the mountains where we spend most of our time recreating, where most housing developments are. So it has some fairly major societal implications.
All right, well, we want to thank you very much for your time. That's Professor Noah Molotch with the University of Colorado at Boulder and research scientist for NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratories.
Well, some of the resorts right now, speaking of forests, across the west are at least getting a little bit of snow on the highest peaks. So you may have seen some pictures floating around. This one is a fresh blanket of snow on the top of Vail Mountain this morning. This is in Colorado. Just a reminder that ski season is just around the corner. Vail's 50th anniversary season is scheduled to begin on November 16th.
And in Arizona, Snow Bowl Resort says it will use what it calls reclaimed water for snowmaking.
And basically, reclaimed water is treated wastewater. It's also called sewage effluent. And this coming ski season, Arizona Snow Bowl will become the first ski resort in the world to use 100% sewage effluent to make artificial snow.
The move does come with its share of controversy, but the U.S. Forest Service, which owns the land where the resort is, says the treated water meets the highest standards just below drinking water and is already used to irrigate golf courses, soccer fields, and parks.
On that note, we know there's a lot going on this weekend. Let's go over to Todd Santos. He has more with some of the big events coming up.